everyone, welcome back to my channel for Let's Get Me, and today's topic is helpful tips for the Black Lives Matter allies. This video is for the people that chose to stand with us against police brutality and systematic racism. The ones chose to take responsibility for their past actions. The ones who are ready to learn and have a changed mind. The ones who want to be that spark that ignites a change for a better future for the next generation. These are the people I want to talk to and give advice in hopes that this video is helpful and it makes you think about a couple of things. And if you know someone that may find this helpful, please share it with them and follow me on my Instagram at @forestgetme_. Now, let's get into today's topic. Most of my friends that are a different race from me, that I've spoken with about the Black Lives Matter movement, most of them said the same thing, that either their family is divided or their whole family is against them supporting the Black Lives Matter movement, which is a very difficult situation to go through. Here are some tips that I hope will help. The first tip is stop arguing. Stop arguing with your parents. Stop debating with your siblings. Stop arguing with friends and people you don't even know online. Because arguing with a person that doesn't believe that systematic racism or racism in general or white privilege doesn't exist, or constantly justifying wrongful killings from the police department is a waste of time. At this moment, if they want to believe or learn, it's at their fingertips. There's a device that everyone uses every day that researches anything that they want within a matter of seconds. There's a place where you can check out free books on these topics. Or there's an online shopping website that you can buy books to learn about these things with same-day delivery. So it is useless to go on these emotional debates that will go nowhere with your friends and family. I feel like it's best to focus on educating yourself. Start to evaluate what friendships are worth keeping when it comes to a serious issue as this one. Ask yourself, do I want to be associated with people that feel like the Black Lives Matter movement is a game that causes public destruction? Which it don't. Do I want to be around a person that every time I show support of the Black Lives Matter movement, they come back with an all lives matter saying or a blue lives matter saying just to spite me? Do I want to be around friends that aren't even trying to understand my point of view on why this is important to me? Start asking yourself these questions, or ask your friends these questions and see what answer you get. And that can determine what kind of friends you have and if they're worth keeping. Now, the second tip is that don't hate your family or get so upset at them that it drives a wedge between your relationship. Because at the end of the day, they're still your family. That's something that you cannot change. I understand it is extremely frustrating and confusing on how the people you live or currently live with for most part of your life refuse to see what's going on in the world. These are the people that raised you. These are the people that grew up with you. But did your parents ever have the talk with you? And I'm not talking about the birds and the bees. I'm talking about the race talk. Did they teach you that there are people out in the world that are different from you, from their looks, cultures, customs, backgrounds, religions, and etc. And that unfortunately some races are treated unfairly or negatively stereotyped because of the color of their skin and other reasons? And did your parents give you examples, like, case in point, when 9/11 happened and everyone started treating Muslims horribly and accused every single one of them as terrorists? And did they teach you that that was wrong to do? Because that one person did something horrible doesn't mean the whole race or culture is the same way. Did they teach you to judge everyone individually based on their character, not by their outer appearance? If all these questions are answered no, then you can't automatically expect them to understand where you're coming from. But you can expect them to try to understand where you're coming from. But that's only if they have an open mind to your opinions and care about what you think and feel. And if they don't, and they chooses to make excuses for police brutality and believe everything that the news tell them and what our current president is saying all the time, at this moment, there's nothing you can do right now about that for them. But you can tell them to respect your decision. Tell them that those racist jokes and those inappropriate stereotype conversations are not allowed within your presence or your children's presence. You can put a halt to things or negative things within your life. And if you live like as in a teenager living with a parent, you're going to have to take it as it is what it is. Just focus on your goal, that you're going to be the one that breaks that chain within your family, that this type of thinking and behavior will stop with you, that you're going to be the one that's not going to turn a blind eye when injustice happens because it's not personally affecting you. Now, the third tip is going to be a tough one. Now, the third tip is don't make excuses for your friends and family members. I understand that these are the people you hold near and dear to your heart, and it's going to be a natural instinct to defend them. But if you can call anyone else out on their all lives matter mentality and don't make excuses for their behavior, then don't make excuses for your family and friends. Because it's going to make it look like you're straddling the fence, and people are going to question your real motive in supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. Because to you, this is just a movement. To others, their lives are dependent on it. It looks bad when you make excuses for your parents' Jim Crow way of thinking. It looks bad when you justify your siblings, not to sound racist, comments or remarks. Don't defend their actions, because people that look like me is going to think, well, how are you not okay with someone else having that type of mentality, and you're ready to educate them on everything you know with the quickness, but you won't do it to your family or your friends. It can't work like that. Because in the eyes of a person like me, if your family and friends act, think, and show me that's who they are, then I have to call it like I see it. And you should too. It's time for the excuses to stop. We can't take another excuse on why people think racism is okay. The last and the most important tip to me is being afraid is common. Being insecure with the Black Lives Matter movement is common. Don't think for a second that your emotions won't take a toll on you. You're going to ask yourself questions like, is this worth fighting with my family for? Is this worth losing a couple of friends for? Is this worth people that I thought knew me look and talk about me like I'm a total stranger? What if my efforts are not enough? What if I'm not doing enough? What if change don't actually happen? So your mind and your emotions are going to be everywhere, and it's going to be tough. But think about it this way. There were people just like you hundreds and hundreds of years ago that did what you're doing now, with just as great of a risk and even some greater, that was scared and insecure, that could have lost their lives, that lost family and friends, and will call all types of names. But they knew the goal was worth all they went through. Being brave for doing something right doesn't mean that you won't be scared or insecure, that you won't doubt yourself. No, Being brave is doing what is right in spite of being scared. Nothing great that's worth it comes easy. And you didn't answer the call to help rise up against injustice because you thought it was easy. No, you did it because it was the right thing to do. Because something deep inside of you sparked and said, this is the last time I will be silent. That this is the last time that I will turn a blind eye because it's not personally affecting me. Listen to that spark. Don't let the voices of doubt and other people's opinion dim that spark within you. But know that the insecurity, being afraid, is common. But the closer you get to your goal, the greater the obstacle will be. So my question is, are you going to run from it or run at it head on? Thank you once again for watching this video podcast. Tell me what you guys think in the comment box below. And other topic that you guys want me to discuss on, you can either comment down here on my YouTube channel, or you can comment on my Instagram at @me_. I would like for you guys to share this. I honestly feel like this is a very important information for someone to hear and to be encouraged to keep the fight going. I thank you once again. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.